You got to figure it out. Look, we have a Harvard man in the house. Mr. Harvard, Big Perk in the house with Vince Carter. Looking good. All right, Perk, I'll start with you. Mr. Harvard, are the Warriors done?
Yeah, they done. Look, I told people before the series that the Celtics were going to win this in 7. But after watching them last night and watching their intensity, their defensive prowess, see, we keep talking about shot making. I don't know how many times I got to come on here and keep preaching to everybody. Yes, offense will win you games. Defense win you championships. And when you look at the perimeter defenders that the Celtics have, yes, we know about Marcus Smart, the Defensive Player of the Year, but they have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Grant Williams. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown alone would be a number 1 defender on the perimeter on another team. And then you have Robert Williams being able to, bring what he brought to the table last night, 4 blocks, altering the rim and things to that nature. Big Al Horford doing what he do. Again, I'm going to repeat, because I'm at Harvard, I'm dropping knowledge as a former champion, a guy that went to 5 NBA Finals. Offense win games, defense win championships.
No, I always respect Perk's opinion, but
all due respect.
Yeah, always all due respect. Especially for the especially for the ones that's played before you. So there was a lot of open shots. Obviously, they didn't make them, but Boston is. I'm with Perk. Boston is putting so much pressure on Golden State right now, man. Can't nobody guard nobody. The Golden State Warriors cannot stand in front of anyone on the Boston Celtics. They're attacking everybody. They're attacking Steph. They're attacking Clay. They're attacking Wig. They're attacking Draymond. They're putting so much pressure on. They got Williams right there in the dunker. So if you help too much with the low man, they're going to throw lob. And if you overhelp, they're going to hit the corner. So, it's all about defense. And Jaylen Brown, his ones bag is official right now. He came out with something to prove, and he did it last game. So credit to them.
Now, Vince, when the Celtics are playing like this, do the Warriors have any answer for them?
Right now, no. It's tough to say they do. I think right now, we said about Boston is they're very good in the first half. What about the third quarter? And they didn't win the third quarter, but they played a better third quarter, scoring 25 points. But the thing was, their fourth quarter defense getting stops. Golden State scored 11 points means something. I will say this to Perk. Yes, defense wins championships, but you also need to score on the other end at some point. And that was something that was talked about in the third quarter in game 2. So, yes, they're putting their defense and their offense on display together. And that's what's making Boston so tough right now, more so than just their defense. Because, yes, you can get stops and go on the other end and don't score as well. So they're doing both right now, which is making Boston tough and looking like the favorite.
Yeah, but Vince, let me explain something to you, big brother. If you're up 5 points and they got 2 minutes to go, if the Celtics are up 5 points and they have 2 minutes to go, guess what? The Celtics don't have to score another damn point long as they keep getting stops. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
They got to be up 5 first, and that's what I'm trying to tell you too.
All I'm trying to say is that defense win championships. You got to get stops. You got to get stops to go up 5.
You're right, but when you need a bucket, you got to score too. And what I'm saying, Perk, is they're doing both. That's my thing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying they are getting stops, and now they're scoring as well, because that was the question. What happened in the third quarter? Why aren't they scoring? They scored 16 points. They needed to get buckets, and we can say they missed open shots, like what Pat Bev said about Golden State. But now we're seeing them put it together, doing it on both sides of the ball.
See, one thing I will not tolerate this morning. I know you got your degree from UNC, but you didn't get your degree from Harvard, okay? You didn't get your degree from Harvard. You're not going to say
that's a fact. Hey, that's a fact.
Hey, neither did you, Perk.
That's a fact.
You ain't went to no Harvard, man.
I think now if you buy the sweater, you get the degree. I think that's what
he went to Harvard today.
I'm here right now.
All right. The sweatshirt says so. The sweatshirt can't be wrong. So, Pat Bev, you're a defensive specialist, but I'll let you settle it. What's more important here? I love these discussions, offense versus defense. What's more important in this series, the offense or the defense? Getting the buckets to go up 5 or getting the stops to keep the lead?
I'm going to say defense, because The Warriors are good if they're in transition. Like what we talked about earlier, you can't get in transition if you're taking the ball out. You know, what makes Draymond Green and Steph Curry so dynamic together is they're so good in transition. But if you're steady taking the ball out, you can't really run like how you want to run. So I have to say defense for sure.
But you got to go up. I don't know, Vince. I think I'm siding with you. You know what?
No,
I'll say
I'm with
this.
it, right?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm with it, and I'm saying the same thing. Defense is important, but my thing is Boston is able to do it on both ends. They are getting it done on both sides of the ball. We questioned about them scoring in the third, not having enough, and then they couldn't absorb the punch that they were hit with in the third and not having enough scoring, and they couldn't get stops. Now they're getting stops, and they're scoring on the other end, extending leads, and that's important to me.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.